You know, it's a little late to be chiming in on a gorilla, the boy fell in there and the gorilla, whatever he was trying to do to it, gets shot in the face. I mean, the friggin' gorilla's in captivity anyway, so, all right, they were in fear for the boy's life, so they had to shoot it in the face. Now, where was the little dipshit's, parents? How did he get in there to begin with? When I go to the zoo, I typically keep my kids pretty close. I have a going on 11-year-old and almost a 4-year-old, and they don't go too far from me. I'm always, I mean, I don't think that they could actually have a chance to get up on a gorilla cage or whatever, and closement, whatever you call it, and actually be able to fall in, because we're always standing, within a matter of a few feet from them. So, I really don't know how that could happen to begin with. It seems like, okay, you little shithead, your parents need to be, responsible for this. They caused it. If they would have been watching you, that, ape would have been alive. So, let's point the finger at the right people, the bigger question is, who gives a shit? Okay, the gorilla, that needed a little space, in the paper, what happened and all that. But do you really think that over and over and over again, it's all over social media and, that poor, ape, that poor little boy. Come on, the boy's okay. Let it go. It's done. There's so many other issues out there that's important, and you hear, Prince died of, the fucking drugs, drug addict, died of, overdose. I mean, I hate to say that, hate to be mean or anything, but isn't that it? Self-inflicted wound? So, you can only feel so sorry for him, then also hear, plane had to make an emergency landing. Ooh, how many times a day I bet planes make emergency landings? Again, it's days, in the news. Okay, the plane made an emergency landing, what about the soldiers missing over in Texas because of the flood? Heard that blurb? That's it. It's like, well, I think that's more important than Prince dying of a drug overdose and, a plane had to make an emergency landing. But I guess a lot of people didn't understand that, or it's not as exciting, I guess. So, this one doctor is real close to curing malaria. To me, that's, wow, that's a big thing. I mean, I really do. That's, malaria has hurt a lot of people, and someone to come out and actually say, we may have the cure for it or close to it. Hey, you just impressed me, more than, we had to shoot this gorilla right in the face. Oh, no, or a plane landed on the highway, emergency landing. So, the arrest of the ISIS terrorist, yeah, I sort of like that, that's worthy news that it's worth a mention, hey, put his picture in there and, let's crucify him or something now, as far as I care. I like the Clinton-Trump fights, and it's only going to get better from here on out till November. Unless they indict Hillary, then they'll move old Bernie Sanders up. So think about it. That's what may happen. That's why Bernie's sticking in there. He won't give up. He knows that if Hillary goes down, he's in. So, and, I remember something else. Actually, I read it. I got a piece of paper here. A 5,000-year-old brewery found in China. That's impressive, My God, we could have 5,000-year-old recipe for beer. Tell me that's not impressive. And then, the 19th centuries, tablets that were found in the UK. That didn't even make headlines, and it's the oldest written text that has ever been found in the UK. To me, and it's tablets, that they were in the mud, and all these artifacts and relics, and it's like, it's London was there because they mentioned London, but it's, almost 2,000 years ago. So that's impressive. I want to read that and see what they say. It's peeking in a diary of, a 2,000-year-old person, what they encountered on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, that's exciting. All this other stuff is not so exciting. So anyway, tell me what you think.